Thursday night. All ye critters, come join us. It's time to continue our flight. There is magic and mystery from darkness. Our friendship will rise. But one thing's for sure, we never give up on the fight. Oh, get ready. It's Thursday night.
So, last we left off. In the long wake of the solstice, Bell's hells find Exandria and their world turned topsy-turvy as Ludinus Deleth and his cadre of followers, known as the Ruby Vanguard, plan to unleash the god-eating entity Predathos that was long sealed in the red moon Ruidus. After traveling to this very moon, interacting with its people, and returning with intel on hopes to stop what they're doing, they discover that they've been sourcing ancient, long-buried Aeorian magical technology as part of their plan. And not just that, Ludinus Deleth is there right now, dealing with a strange wrinkle in his plot with the name Dominox. They went to these ruins, delved beneath, discovered that the Ruby Vanguard that had been delving within scattered, killed, not by the terrifying denizens of these ancient dark ruins, but by each other in strange fits of almost religious madness, carving glyphs into their flesh. They heard from some of these long-forgotten corpses, asking them questions through magic, hearing things of a Nox engine, hearing that Dominox was once, or may still be, a grand demon of ancient times, sealed away and harnessed for nefarious magical purpose within this Nox engine by the mage lords of Aeor long ago, recently running rampant upon the Ruby Vanguard. And right as they discovered this, some strange visions began to come to them. First, Chetney, Pakapi, being overcome with a mystical vision of a familiar darkened wood of the past and the bloodied faces of children, seemingly called from dark, maybe buried memories, asking why he hurt them, why he killed them. Uncertain if this was real or not, he had to pull himself from the vision before attacking his friends. And right as they began to collect themselves, searching for the source of this strange dark magic, poor Dorian Storm fell to his own vision as they passed between these hanging chains. Looking upon one of these hung corpses, he sees the face of his recently deceased brother Cyrus, who looks up at him, dead, sunken eyes, saying, "Why have you done this to me, brother? Why? Why, brother?"
What is this? Who are you?
After everything, all the turmoil and challenge, I wouldn't have thought you to be my end. Mother and father would be so disappointed in you.
No. No, this isn't real. You're not him. And as I say that, even though I feel everything pull away, I can't help but be drawn into the visage of my brother.
As you glance up towards his face to try and make eye contact, his now somewhat shriveled corpse arms reach out and grab your lapel and pull you close, where you can smell the early decay on him. Opening his teeth are exposed as his lips curl back, the gums that felt the early stages of decomposition. Not all is lost, brother. I'm not beyond saving. My spirit lingers, haunts this realm now without peace, and I am not alone. And you see these little sparks kind of glow on the horizon around him, these other souls kind of lost in the limbo. Within this engine, a curse keeps us, brother. Free us. Let us rest, brother. And as the body begins to fade, the last thing you see in his shadow are a sparking flash of a spinning purple crystal. Before you blink, and the body hanging before you is a long dead skeleton, withered and armored in that of the ancient Aeorian guard.
I'm gonna go over to the corpse and start pulling at the clothes where the crystal was laying and just sort of ravenously trying to get at where it might have been.
As you pull through the clothing, the armor kind of clatters off. The body breaks. It's mostly a mummified skeleton at this point.
Oh,
that's never a good idea.
Get off of me! Let me do this! And I'm gonna double down, and I'm rummaging through the pieces of the decaying corpse.
It takes you a few moments before you find nothing of that crystal, though the memory of it still lingers.
Dorian, what are you looking for?
I'm sorry. I saw something.
You had a vision? You too?
It felt like it. It wasn't real. Did it feel real to you?
It felt... I don't know if it was real, but it felt like a horrible nightmare. I was in my eyes. It was all I could see.
It was my brother. I know in my mind it wasn't him, but I can't shake this feeling. And he said he was trapped. Trapped in that machine. And in his chest there was a glowing something, a magic crystal. It called for me, and then it was gone.
If this entity, this Dominox, is telling you that he's trapped in this soul anchor, it could be a trick. It could be a way to try and bait our lost loved ones, to release him.
Fern's devil boyfriend is still here, right?
Even? Yeah.
Teven Klask is indeed in the process of searching the exterior of the chamber. You see
Oh my god, I forgot you were still here.
the extremely
Hi.
tall, burly, handsome, red-skinned devil champion with its mane of blackened hair and its thick beard, its glowing yellow eyes, its wings folded on its back just over its massive dark armor, its tail kind of flicking behind it as it seems to be sniffing the air for the source of demonic power.
Wait.
Not interested in the debate and weird conversation you mortals have.
Devil boy.
He stops.
I think I already know the answer to this, but say, for example, we do help this demon. You wouldn't like that, right?
Such a creature should be put down immediately.
Sure, that is your perspective.
You called for my aid, Fern.
I did. I
Yeah.
totally did.
Our pact has been sealed.
Right, but I don't fully know what that means.
You've bound your energy to that of my master, the Lord of the Hells.
Huh?
The thread of fate that pulls you through the great matron's skin now runs dark with his influence. The smell of brimstone will now follow where you walk. And would you need aid whenever you need his help, perhaps he might be there at a cost.
Okay. Cool.
And be warned, every favor has a cost, and a little part of you changes forever. Mind you, I wouldn't be against you racing into our fiery embrace below, but it seems you have things to accomplish.
I do.
But when you're done, I'll be waiting.
My heavens. Or my hells.
Yeah, let's start with these two doors.
Well, I think it's behind
Left door?
left door.
Yeah.
Okay, so you walk up to the left door, and it is an entrance to a hallway, it seems. The kind of somewhat curved arch there has a metallic door that's been reinforced with what looks like brass beams and has a number of rivets along the sides. There is a heavy handle on it.
I'm gonna open it. Because that feels like a really smart thing to do.
I'm into it.
You grab the handle, and it resists you at first. It's fairly rusted, it seems, and as you give it a shove, you see why, as the whole thing
Uh-oh.
hits the other side, causing a massive cloud of dust to kick up within the hallway. And as the dust separates outward, you can see a darkened space beyond, lightless, where another chamber seems to open about 30 feet beyond.
It's open.
There is another brass door on the opposite end, similar to the one that fell forward. This one is indeed closed, similar design, and there is a smaller kind of silver door to the left as you walk in.
Wait. I could use open mind.
You do sense a consciousness within that chamber. The surface thoughts are a layer of anxiousness met with a burgeoning sense of self-preservation.
I walk up to the door and do shave and a haircut.
I just look up at his hand and face palm. What happens?
There's a long, long, still pause.
Let's go. I'm gonna try to open the door and see if it sticks or goes.
The door opens. Inside, a darkened, what looks like a closet, and a figure huddled defensively against the back wall. If we could have... If we could please have Sam Riegel come to the table. That...
Bro. Dude, you stole JoJo Siwa's new look.
I hope this doesn't awaken something in me.
Wow, a little late.
What a fucking outfit. Okay. Sam, if you wouldn't mind describing what they see as they look within this darkened room.
In the history of Exandria, there have been many hot minotaurs. But perhaps none as hot as this minotaur. Really?
I need the art.
Standing at 6'4", muscular, mostly black fur, except for his face, which is covered by pale gray peach fuzz. He has long black hair, 2 sharp horns, and carries a twin ball flail that seems to drip black liquid of some sort. His armor is white, save for an icon emblazoned on his chest that resembles 2 black horns. When you see him, you notice that everything on his body is black or white, except for the blood pouring from his throat. He appears badly injured, gasping, stumbling. Please help me. Help me.
Are you...
Are you Dominox? Because if so, I told you he'd be hot.
Are you Dominox? No, you can't be.
No, I'm not. I'm not Dominox.
Okay.
My name is Breius. Breius. And, you know what? I'm gonna do a divine sense.
Okay. Like a Jackson Pollock painting. You pick up shreds of undead from this one. You pick up shreds of fae from this one and this one. You definitely pick up a hint of fiendish energy also from this fawn, and a strong fiendish source as you look past them to see stepping into the chamber the massive red-skinned, horned, winged entity that is Teven Klask.
Teven Klask.
What?
That's Teven Klask.
You know who he is?
You've met.
No.
I have no idea who this is.
If you travel with Teven, I feel I can trust you all.
Well, let's get into it, friend. Who are you? How'd you come here? I know your name now.
It's dangerous times for a religious person, but I'm on a mission to save my god from destruction. And I've come here to vanquish the one that would unleash untold ruin upon all the gods.
Okay, that sounds
His name
Okay.
is Ludinus Daleth.
Oh.
And he travels with a group called the Ruby Vanguard. They've made something known as the Bloody Bridge.
Bloody Bridge.
Yeah.
We've
They plan to unleash something known as
Dathos.
well, shit.
The black horns on your armor. Who is your deity?
Yes, that. Yeah, who'd you hitch your wagon to?
Well, as I've said, religious folks like me have been persecuted in recent days. I don't know if I can trust you with the name of my deity.
Well, we can close the
we're here
closet
with
door
Teven,
again.
right?
We
I
can
mean,
just,
Teven.
Yes,
Teven.
but the rest of you seem... What gods do you follow?
We've interfaced with the matron of Ravens. Mm-hmm. We have had a team member who was a worshiper of the Changebringer.
The Changebringer, eh?
I like him.
It's a shame that they're not here. Our healer could have helped you. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I can help. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on our new friend.
There you go.
Thank you. Powerful magic from a powerful man. You got me halfway. I'll take care of the rest with my own hand. And I'll lay hands on myself and cure myself the rest.
All along! What is happening
The hell is going on right now?
I was here on my mission. I infiltrated the Ruby Vanguard with some followers of mine, and we were sent here to Islecross, I guess, by Ludinus himself.
Wait, what?
I saw him not but 2 days ago, and I was waiting for a chance to strike him down, but I never got that chance. My friends and all of the Vanguard were afflicted with some sort of mania, some madness. They went insane, killed each other. My friends attacked me. It was quite surprising and horrible.
As they're having this conversation and you're kind of taking in the unique energy and confidence of this strange figure, you hear a rustling over your shoulder, and as you turn back into the chamber, you are now suddenly within a blood-red rock tunnel. As you see pieces of metal scattered across the ground. And a singular twisted metal arm crawls its way forward as a slightly dislodged metallic jaw and a shattered eyepiece says, "Not so smiley day, is it?"
That's what she sounds like.
I was waiting for you to do something. I didn't want to make this choice. Why did you let me die?
First off, whoever you are not making friends with this right now.
You said you've always been waiting for it. Were you hoping? You were hoping, weren't you? Waiting for a chance to make me do what you couldn't bring yourself to do.
Oh my God. And I'm just gonna walk right to that fucking little robot. I'm gonna get right down in his face. Don't you even pull that bullshit with me. You know damn well how much energy I put into getting this bullshit out of your head. So fuck you, child.
The cracked lens flashes from blue to red as the hand grabs the front of you and pulls it close eye to eye. The energy of the remnants of FCG grows softer. I cannot pass on, Ashton. My soul, the one you all knew was there, it's stuck in these ruins. The place of my birth, the place of my eternal torment. Only you can set me free, Ashton. Find the crystal in the engine, destroy it, and my spirit will find peace.
You know, you can just fucking talk to us. You don't need to play these fucking head games. It doesn't make us like you. Tempted to leave you in that damn thing for this shit.
You turn around and you're back in the chamber with your friends, and all the rest of you have watched Ashton talking into the air for the past moment.
Ashton?
Who the fuck are you? Did you say that? I'm just... that really isn't fun. Yeah. I saw some shit. Dominic's really wants the fuck out of that thing and is not asking nicely.
Essek kind of like scoots into the side.
Oh, that's right. He's still here.
I do not mean to intrude, but you've apparently acquired a rather large ally, enemy. Do we smite them? What is the plan here? I'm very confused.
I think he's with us. He's trying to keep his god from being struck down, which is in the same value line that we shared with FCG and what we're doing. So until he proves himself an enemy.
Teven steps forward, kind of pushing past Essek with his massive, devilish hand. Steps forward.
If at any moment you show a slight sign of turning against me and her, I will cut you down in an instant.
I feel like there's an
All right,
energy.
there's no need for
there's, there's an
you
energy
do not
here.
have to threaten me. I will do whatever you ask. And she's with you.
Well, I mean, that's not entirely.
Fern.
Are you two,
No.
We are bound, yes.
Well, we're so bound.
I am
Very,
also
very much.
bound to many.
Oh, well.
Of course.
That's totally fine, because so am I.
But Breius, you said you were heading out. We're heading in. Can you hang with that?
He picks up his flail and his shield. Let's go.
Essek, kind of still floating in the back of the chamber, goes, all right, well, you may want to see this.
Oh, God.
What'd you find?
Thanks,
And you
Dan.
see he points his finger over from beneath his fur coat towards the walls of the chamber outside of that other brass door, and there are these foot-wide black, they look like windows, like portholes almost. And he just kind of drifts, leaning towards it.
Can I peek in?
You kind of peek through, and you realize there was a glass there. There was a protective, thick glass.
Thank fuck.
As you look into below you, a large, kind of square-looking, sunken chamber with 3 elevated platforms about 10 feet off the ground. You see fallen rubble, and the roof is slightly off-kilter. You see So many chains just strewn across the floor and the walls, tangled and pushed into each other, woven chaotically around. You see these glowing, massive glyphs on the ground that pulse in unison. And in the very center of this chamber is a 25-foot-tall cylindrical machine that itself just completely consumes the center of the room. And in the middle of it, hovering in the air and slowly rotating, you see this quad spire platform that is just spinning in the air, and in the middle, pulsing, a small purple crystal.
You know what this crystal is?
It's a soul anchor.
The what?
The pinion?
Pinion
the
of
thing
service.
holding.
Yeah. The thing down here, Dominox, that we've been referring to. There's, how do you feel about grand demons?
How do I feel about demons?
Big ones.
Big demons.
They're bad?
You were here, right, Breius? You were here with Ludinus?
He was in Aor with us briefly, yes, but not in this room exactly.
Were you, but you knew of his plans?
No, we were just to come here and aid him in something. I wasn't paying much attention because I was trying to kill him the whole time, so.
Right.
You're supposed to be paying attention, though, if you're trying to kill somebody. That's the whole...
That's maybe why I didn't succeed.
You're very pretty.
Thank you, so are you.
I know.
Focus!
As you point out through the porthole where there was once an empty chamber, you now see standing in the middle near the base where that crystal is, a small girl.
Do we all see this little girl?
As you pointed out, yes, indeed, the little girl's in there, just kind of looking up, kind of
Is she
beneath
looking
this
at us?
long red, like deep red hair.
I'm gonna step up to the door, just at the edge of the door. Hey, you want to talk?
All of you hear, sourcelessly through your minds and shaking the very air around your ears. Yeah.
Let's make a deal. Are you Dominox or are you someone else?
I am called Dominox, yes.
Dominox, sweetie.
Where are you? I can't see you.
I am right here. Right. Can you see me? I tap on the glass like I'm an annoying kid at an aquarium. Tap, 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 tap.
The little
Hello?
girl kind of looks around, open to the space.
I can't see you. It's
Well,
dark in here.
Okay, well, honestly, you don't need to see me. You just need to hear us for a moment. So, listen, we are trying to fight a really bad man. And it is a really bad man who wanted to, like, use you and exploit you. And, you know, if we, like, let you go, you could have your revenge.
I would like that very much.
What is Teven doing right now?
Yeah, what is Teven doing right now?
As you're having this conversation, Teven is like partway into the hall, the stairs that lead down out, the door's partially open, like holding the blade at his back, and it's just like looking at you all for the go.
Have you seen this very bad man? Have you seen Ludinus?
I have.
Oh!
He brought many friends.
Yes, no, I know. We met his friends. You did quite the number on them.
I was hungry.
When was the last time you saw this man and his big, bad, meanie friends?
I can't say, it's so dark. He was here. He's a strong one. He got away. But he's still near. I can feel him.
The little girl like turns around a bit and begins walking towards the engine before she fades.
Yeah.
And you just hear it say, "It's so dark."
Oh, I just feel so bad for her.
She's so convincing.
She's not real.
I'm gonna take Teven's lead, and I'm gonna go in down the stairs.
Yep.
Fucking chisels out, baby! And start to give Teven a little cover.
All right. As soon as you begin to approach and you make eye contact with Teven, he kind of nods, and you see like a grin pull across his mouth, the sharpened teeth exposed as he tightens the hold on his blade, and the two of you begin to descend the stairs that curve downward into an open metal doorway that leads into the darkened chamber.
I'm gonna follow them.
Yeah, going down too.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ashton and Fern are following as well.
Yeah.
Well, if Fern goes, I start to trek alongside her.
All right. Essek kind of gulps. I don't know why I agreed to come with you. Kind of glides down the steps as well.
I click my heels together like Dorothy, and up I go.
Yes, baby! There we go.
The blue boy's a show-off, isn't he?
Oh, yes.
I respect that.
Excuse me, pardon me. I'm gonna make my way all the way to the front next to Teven.
Ow. Ow.
Oh, God.
Sorry, excuse me.
Fuck!
As you've all stepped into the room, the metallic door behind you
Why?
slams shut, and you hear a...
That's my cue.
Yeah.
The werewolf comes out, and then I just straight up Mr. Peanut with the monocle.
Mirror image.
You can see the glyphs heavily giving off light from the ground. And there is this almost heavy magnetic pull towards this central, almost like a recessed pit of arcane magical cables and almost like a magnetic device that fills the center. And above it, about 10 feet, is where that platform rotates with the present glowing purple crystal kind of just rotating within. As you kind of look up at it, you can see the little girl is now standing up on top of the engine behind it. She just kind of looks down with her hands behind, down at you all, expressionless.
Thank you for coming. It was so dark and so lonely.
You're welcome.
Now, you mentioned being hungry.
I haven't eaten for centuries. I'm so...
As the room just kind of quakes, the vibrating voice itself so bassy that the stones and bits of shale on the ground kind of shake along before it stops.
We can make a deal, though, kid, right? I mean, you don't want a bunch of mid-level cheeseburgers when you can have a Michelin star elf.
After all, you eat now, you're stuck in here, so no dessert. For a very long time.
Please, free me.
Can you tell us what your role was in this engine room?
They bound me here. They kept me here. They pulled me apart and put me together again and again. They used my connection to the abyss to bind my brethren in their service. They are dead now.
What if he wants the anchor? What if he wants to bind Predathos the same way?
Then you must destroy it. Free me. Let me go.
Can I also make my way around the room towards the door on the opposite side of the chamber?
It's interesting. As you walk around, she's still facing the group, but like a shadowed second double of the girl's head, almost ethereal, shifts and follows you along with it. like a second ghostly head just keeps tracked on you.
Nope. At the door, any kind of writing symbols, porthole windows?
No portals or windows, numerous protective glyphs and runes across it. It is very heavy and looks like it's barred and locked.
I'll try the handle.
Yeah.
You tie the handle, and the ghostly head looking towards you, the eyes flare up. Suddenly, you feel a chain whip out from out of nowhere and swing towards you. That's going to be 16 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
This hooked barb at the end of the chain seems to spear into the back of your woven shoulder and wrap around your arm, and you are pulled off your feet and up. You guys watch as out of this little girl, this like almost spectral dark chain, not unlike the blackened hooked chains you've seen emanating from the walls and ceilings of this ruin, strikes off and in an instant pulls Woven Chetney up next to her on top of the engine. You're like half bound by it, but you're not restrained, and the voice goes,
You promised you'd destroy it.
Destroy it.
Oh.
What's behind the door, sweetie?
Will tell you when you destroy the pinion.
That a promise? I'm assuming, is it locked in place? Or
Teven speaks up and says,
Under no circumstances are you to set this thing free.
Pulls his blade out.
No, you got it. You got it.
You see the spectral shape of a larger entity almost surround her, like a ghostly shell. You see these massive red muscular clawed arms that are holding onto the edge of the engine. You see a glimpse of the true form of Dominox itself beginning to apparate in anticipation.
I want to cast telekinesis.
Okay.
And I'm going to look at the little girl. And I'm going to try to grab the crystal with telekinesis.
Try and grab the crystal with telekinesis.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a d20 and add your spell modifier.
Okay. 10.
As you concentrate on it,
dice?
the
Just
gem
kidding, I love
doesn't
this dice.
even move. You get the sense that the spires around it and the device of this engine is dual purpose. It also keeps the soul anchor crystal bound here. It is not meant to be moved. It could be with an extremely powerful magical source or will, but currently it is unmoving.
In Chetney's head.
Huh?
I'm going to say, okay, hear me out. I know you got a hook through your body right now, and there's a lot going on.
I'm just fucking hanging here.
But I think we should try to get this crystal free.
Oh, cool. How?
By breaking all these spires?
You feel the chain begin to suddenly snake its way deeper into your wound. You take another 13 points of piercing damage,
Jesus.
reduced because you're woven form, and the girl goes,
I have waited too long. You
We're trying.
dilly-dally for no reason. Destroy it
trying
now.
to get the crystal.
Destroy it or I kill your friend.
I'll make a deal. I'll make you a deal. If you take this fucking hook out of my body, I'll take care of the crystal.
Could I have snuck over to the door while Dominox was focused so intently on
Sure.
Chetney? And open it?
the large double doors?
Yeah.
The demon, which is recoiled, the tail that is whipping around has its own head at the back of it, and the tail channels on you as the doors slightly.
Oh, fuck.
Dominox turns.
I'll gust the door.
You gust the door.
Yeah.
The door holds firm.
Okay, I want to cast animate object on the door.
The door in the middle of it, part of the heavy reinforced beams like split in a singular eye, kind of like looks around and looks down.
Hello?
As the door seems to come to consciousness, with you standing below it, kind of taking in what the hell is happening around you, Orem. Chetney is now been, grasping the side. Dominox is furious, roars out angrily. All the chains in the room kind of shake and move rapidly. And we're going to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Now, first off, across the interior of this chamber, with the slowly rotating gem there.
Yes.
No.
That's cool.
Oh, I don't like that.
As that there
Oh no.
is Dominox
It's
in
just a
full
little girl.
form.
Oh no.
All right. So Teven actually is going to go first.
Go Teven.
Teven, angrily, blade out, now itself like burning with infernal rage, says,
I knew it from the moment we stepped in here. It hurt to die!
and is going to go ahead and charge forward, flying
Don't rub it in our faces.
off to this side, strikes down. That's going to finish his go there. Now the next person is going to be Orem.
I am going to hold my action and attack anything I deem a threat once Laudna gets her new friend to open up for us. And that's it. That's all I can do.
Okay, you got it. The first layer action
Oh. What?
it's going to use here is Writhing Chains. I need everyone to go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
Okay.
19.
19. Oh. Fail. All right. So you're in its grasp. So chains kind of spin around the ground and strike up and wrap around you, and you're just kind of held firm in Dominox's grasp. So no major effect to you. What you got, Laudna?
12, fail.
12. The chains along the ground seize up around your legs and drag you 20 feet in the direction of Dominox, being pulled towards it. Dorian.
23.
23? Untouched by it.
Let's fucking go.
The chains streak out to try and grab you, and you flutter out of the way. The kind of wave of power that emanates from Breius, somehow deflecting them and giving you the confidence to avoid them. Breius, what'd you get?
22.
22. You as well. Both of you kind of in tandem dodge out of the way, leaping backward as you flutter back.
12.
12.
Yeah, that
you
was great.
Oh no.
get dragged up into melee with Dominox.
For fuck's sakes.
Orem.
23.
23. You managed to sidestep without issue. That's going to bring us to Imogen.
13.
If you get dragged up into melee with Dominox over there.
8.
You get pulled 20 feet. Finishing that go, it is Dominox's turn.
Cool.
Okay.
It's going to go for Ashton first,
Cool.
since it pulled you in. First claw attack is going to be 26 to hit.
Ooh, yeah, it just hits.
You take 35 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
And then the other attack's going to be against Imogen.
Oh, can I, before I hit that, before I take that hit, can I use erratic defense?
Sure.
So a giant portal opens up underneath our friend here, and is teleported to an empty space of my choice within 30 feet of me.
Where do you want to put him?
Ooh.
Dominox?
Dominox.
Oh, what is up?
Yeah. Chetney. Dominox vanishes in that space, and you plummet to the ground, taking 2 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 1.
Smart.
Dominox appears 30 feet in the air, falls
Enjoy,
towards
fucker.
it, and right before slamming into it, gets knocked off. The power of the soul anchor that does not allow Dominox to touch it, and stop thrusting him off the side in towards Fern. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you are currently restrained, being crushed underneath Dominox's form, falling to the ground. Dominox is going to use movement to stand up, and then uses Mind Feast.
Oh.
Ew.
So,
Oh, we're so fucked.
Ashton,
Yeah.
you take 14 points of psychic damage,
Ow.
and you instinctively run 30 feet this direction, away from the rest of your friends.
Cool.
That's going to finish Dominox's turn. That brings us to Dorian with Breius on deck.
I'm gonna cast Shatter right at the center spire.
it bursts out from inside, and you watch as the 4 spires break and go flying, splintered in different directions. The platform itself seems to crumble and crack to the ground.
Wow.
The soul anchor gets jettisoned through the air into that far corner.
I'm gonna move over toward Essek and the Spire, but as I do, I'm gonna flutterfy Breius and go, thank you. And I'm gonna give him Bardic Inspiration for my bonus action. Yeah.
At the end of your turn, Dominox is gonna go ahead and use 2 legendary actions.
Fuck. 2?
After getting up, looks over in the direction of Teven, who had carved that giant gash into its chest, and goes,
No. Back to where you came from.
He's going to attempt to banish Teven.
Counterspell!
So as Dominox attempts to unravel the magic that has allowed Teven to be here, Teven, you can see wings in front to try and guard from whatever this is. You curve around the corner and snuff the magic from the air, and the banishment smell is scattered into nothing.
Yes!
Breius, you're up with Laudna on deck.
The Herald of the Platinum. Fuck it. The Herald of Asmodeus will.
Oh, shit!
Had it goddamn pegged.
I will bonus action use Blinding Smite.
Okay.
Yes.
And then jump and attack with my Poison Pen. That's my flail.
You leap over the central, recessed platform of arcane power that was holding it aloft, land with your massive, dual spike-balled flail mace, and strike down. Go ahead and roll your attack against Dominox.
Okay, that's a 22.
22 hits, yeah.
14 plus 7 is 22.
22 points of damage, nice.
22
For the
points
first strike.
And then second strike.
Yeah.
That's a 24.
That hits. That hits.
23 points.
Nice. 2 heavy hits across. Dominox tries to grab for the second strike, but you bow low and over the corner of your eye, can see up in the air floating your new blue bardic friend. And that inspiration lets you take the second strike that slams into the side knee of the terrifying demon Dominox. It takes the impact.
And as my flail strikes, it leaves streaks of black across the monster.
Hell yeah. So you are literally painting this demon with black ink.
Yes, I am.
I love it.
It's just ink.
Paint it black, baby. Alrighty. Laudna, you're up with Fern on deck.
Okay. Little door, let me in. And I command the door to open that I cast animate objects on.
All right. The door does slam open at that point, and now you can see it you have an open pathway there into what looks to be a long brass hallway.
Are we doing this?
This? Well, you're not going alone.
Dominox didn't want us in here.
Fuck it, let's go.
All right, let's go.
You move in past Orem, and you can see this faintest bit of light from down the brass hallway, and you see the shape of a figure that's now blocking it. There is somebody in this hallway.
Oh shit, oh shit.
You see a lithe figure in long blue robes. Who looks like they're rushing in your direction. And as soon as you come through, they stop and go,
What have you done? What are you doing? We have to stop it now.
Dominox, the big demon? I'm assuming you mean that?
I can hear your battle from here, yes. Do not let it free. I'll take care of it.
I then just scream, let him out!
The minute you shout, let him out, Teven goes,
You will do no such thing.
looks to you, Fern.
They will do no such thing.
Wait,
That-
shit! Tits! Bonus action! Form of dread!
As the darkened collar climbs up your neck and the black energy begins to swirl around your shoulders, you can go ahead and roll for your temporary hit points, and that'll bring us to Fern's turn with Chetney on deck.
Hi. Okay. I am going to wild shape into a little mint green wombat.
Alrighty, you shift into this little wombat.
And of course, it's a round boy. So
Of course.
I'm going to. I'm pretty sure I can make it with my 35 feet of movement to the crystal.
So you're moving out of Dominox's melee range. So as you rush over towards it, Dominox is going to take a swing at you.
Gonna pop you right out of that form.
Not even the claw, the massive tail with the head at the end of it is going to swing by to try and bite at you.
Oh wait.
He rolled really low.
That was a natural one.
Oh!
So. Okay. No, that's good. That's good. This is interesting. This is interesting. Okay. So you rush over and you grab the crystal.
Yeah.
And what?
My little wombat hands,
Yep.
and I take the crystal and I just like look around and I shove it in my marsupial pouch.
Okay. It is in your pouch. Chetney, you're up.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm gonna pick myself up and run towards Dominox.
Alrighty. Rush.
Making a line towards him, and just as soon as I use most of my 40 feet, I'm gonna turn so I'm running in diagonal towards where the crystal was, and I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Misty Step and appear in the corner of the room right where the crystal was now.
Right. You approach there, and the crystal is gone, and in its place, you see a tiny little rotund wombat.
What the fuck is this?
You would actually. You glance down and you see this, like, in the flesh pouch, there's this dull purple kind of light glow that's pulsing.
Give it to me!
All right, I'll like reach into my pouch and I'll give it to Chet.
Can I take the crystal with my action? Can I stick it in the bag of holding?
Come on.
Yes, you can. Okay.
I give him a high five.
The minute you put it in the bag of holding, Dominox, which has been battling, goes, looks over your direction.
I'll eat everything that's ever mattered to you. Reality.
Okay, well, let's rage and find out what it is I'm gonna be doing, because I don't know. Okay, I start to shift into that black and white silver tone. I start to get a little heavy and drop into the ground. I am just gonna start booking towards the exit. I'm gonna spend the rest of my action. I'm gonna just do a charge attack. I'm just gonna run and just shoulder check the
Machine? The engine?
Yeah,
Sure.
fuck it.
You charge upward, hammer at the side. As you slam it, these cracks shoot around the side, and you could see it kind of shifts a little bit to one side. More energy begins to shoot around it. You can see that entire side of the machine now kind of cracks. Parts of metal begin to bend inward and fall off, and on the inside you can see these masses of like copper wiring that are giving off energy. The hum has gotten louder, and you can feel even just the proximity of that much arcane energy kind of swirling through. The side of your head is almost reacting within the proximity of it, and like kind of glowing a similar kind of greenish energy.
I'm gonna use telekinesis on Chet.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pick him up and chuck him towards the door that opened.
All right. So you go ahead and pick up Chetney and like telekinetically fastball special him at an arc across the chamber. Just barreling through the door, Laudna, as you're kind of standing there taking on your form of dread, you see Ludinus is like kind of now gliding in the air, just almost full on like Super Saiyan floating and heading in that direction as Chetney kind of like you hear Ludinus go, my goodness. He just puts a hand up and a shield kind of reflects you off, and you kind of bounce and ping pong down the hall like a bowling bumper lane before sliding down past Ludinus, who's now kind of almost up to where Laudna is, and you're about 30 feet down that way. As you do, the rest of you notice Dominox gets yanked along.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Your teeth are coming. This is gonna be amazing.
Breius, as Dominox is being pulled into you.
Shit.
You get knocked prone and off to the side there.
I'm gonna Misty Step back.
Back this way?
Yeah.
All right. Orem, you're up. And then it's the layer action.
Fuck, what the hell's is the plan? Ludinus is probably made of snow. I can't think straight.
He might
And I down a potion of speed that I've been carrying forever. And I do a 180 and fucking tear ass back towards the demon.
Okay.
Let's make it a goading attack. Like that's gonna work. 5 and 6
Sure.
11.
On Dominox?
Total of 20.
Why would... Oh,
Got
But
you.
I
All
wanted
right,
the
so that's
damage.
20 damage on him, and that's going to be 17.
Fail.
Fails. So all attacks that aren't you have disadvantage.
Yeah, I leapt up and stabbed him right in the crotch. Here, let's
Go
keep
for it.
going. Action surge.
Let's go. Let's go.
Natural 1, I'll re-roll that.
Come on.
Natural 1!
Orem, describe to me how this murderous frenzy comes to an abrupt and sudden end.
I'm moving too fast. I'm highly caffeinated and I'm like a hummingbird. And I'm just buzzing around his fucking ankle, slashing and slashing and slashing, and I skim past. I don't hit anything, and I slam into a wall, and I take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
I love it. You can still roll your ninth attack as part of that flurry,
I
though.
shake it off, and I don't remember what it was, and now it is a 27.
That does hit. All these strikes and cuts, you watch as this like dark demon blood spills out, and as it hits the ground, the blood turns into like a pile of chains. Dominox, furious, is going to unload on you, Orem.
Fuck.
46 points of slashing damage on the first hit.
Oh my god.
52 points of slashing damage on the second.
Not yet, not yet, not yet.
The rest of you now kind of around and hear this sudden shifting movement and feel of presence as you glance over your shoulder and see Ludinus the fucking Lev kind of glide up into the chamber. And as he sends the staff up and seems to paint a symbol in the air, it kind of glows and leaves behind. Right behind Dominox, you see the same symbol spread and right, and then tear open as a massive portal he casts gate.
Cool.
Behind Dominox, this large, like 15-foot wide portal opens, and beyond it, you see a chaotic realm of breaking rocks and screaming distant. That is a flash glance at the abyss. Ludinus up there opens the gate and goes, "Push him in and slay him! He'll die for real if he dies at home!" Dorian, you're up with Breius on deck. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're on your own, buddy.
Come on, blue boy, let's go.
Dorian's flying in the air and he's thinking to himself, what do I do? This is so beyond my depth. Believe your own narrative. Believe your own backstory. You're a bard. You're a bard. You're a bard. And he's going to pull. He's going to pull out his mandolin. And at 6th level, he's going to cast Otto's Irresistible Dance. 16 to save, dance, bitch!
Come on.
That's going to be a 16.
Wait, exactly? Exactly?
What's your spell DC?
Wait.
It's 16.
Wait.
Wait.
Yeah.
Can I change the save? I believe once a day I can change someone's save to a charisma save.
Can you do that?
Yes.
I'll allow it.
So he's got to roll a 16 charisma save.
Okay, charisma would lower it. That makes it a 14. In the focus of concentration on the missing stone that it's bound to, the appearance of Ludinus, and the chaos all around it, I'm going to say, because we're at a live show, it's fun, it forgets to use legendary resistance, and is currently the massive, terrifying nearly 20 foot tall, long-sealed demon, great demon, used as an implement of arcane power by the ancient magocracy of Aeor, recently unleashed to tear through and destroy the Ruby Vanguard and Ludinus's plot here in Aeor begins to cut a rug. Full on just going for it there.
I'm going to use a bonus action then to do hammering horns.
So you slam this forward.
And because I have a shield that you gave me that's a battering shield, anytime that I push someone 10 feet, it pushes them another 10 feet.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
What just happened?
Dominox just gets slammed back by Breius. And keep going, yeah.
Ooh, he's so strong.
Gets slammed back by Breius. Tries to grab on the edge of the gate and then gets pushed out and is still now just standing in the abyss. Like they have crossed the threshold.
I am going to, while Ludinus is distracted, kind of like right behind him. Laudna puts her spindly fingers around the door and she just exhales and she goes, and a spirit, another spirit that was hung on, and no, let's see, who's Ludinus? It doesn't matter. Actually, it was Vestaragna. It's the spirit of Vestaragna, goes whoosh, and goes behind him. I'm going to cast Spirit of Death.
Okay. Ludinus is concentrating on this and just goes, counterspell.
Counterspell.
Okay. He cast it at 5th level.
I cast Counterspell at 5th level.
You counterspell at 5th level as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so it goes through.
I command it to like sink into the background, so hopefully he doesn't even really notice it. And I am gonna command it to haunt Ludinus. Just like for forever, he's haunted now. And I know where he is.
Okay. So he tries to counterspell. You counterspell it. It's like, feels the shiver run down his spine and just briefly kind of glances down at you and goes, well played. But please, I'm trying to concentrate. And just stays focused on the gate spell. Seems not concerned.
That's it. I don't know what else to do. That's
Okay.
it.
Teven is going to say, gladly. He's going to rush forward at the edge of the gate and is going to swing his sword twice at the now like gravity-dragged Dominox. Not a great roll. That misses. But that's going to hit with a 25. Going to pump in his last spell slot. Not quite as much smite damage, but definitely a decent amount.
Come on, Teven.
That's slick. Okay.
How are you going to do this?
It's you!
Maybe the audience should say it.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
The audience says it. The audience says it.
How do I want to do this? You summoned him. Teven there, kind of like holding up his blade in front of the gate, the swirling chaos of the abyss beyond, with Dominox like crushed to the ground from the gravity fissure, and now trying to reach out to claw back out of the gate as it's swirling around. Blade in the air goes,
Ah, my lord, I smite the ancient evil. Fair play in your name.
brings the blade up,
See you never again.
and drives it forward into Dominox's chest. As it hits, it's gonna go ahead and leap in the air with both hands, carving it in half. As it does, it lands and the body splits and begins to burn to ash on the form of the abyss, where it dissipates forever on its plane. Dominox Sunday. I can't fucking believe that. Orem, you're up.
I'm gonna race towards the back wall and use 30-ish feet of movement, and then bonus action, grasping vine myself to the wall right behind Ludinus.
Here?
Right behind him. I'm gonna get ready to spring off it. Pushing attack.
Go for it.
That hits. That's 29 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
18 damage, and he has to beat strength 18.
Strength of 18, all right. No, that's a failure.
So, 15 feet towards the gate. I push off the wall.
15 feet towards the gate this way?
Yeah.
All right.
And I keep slashing.
Come on.
Pushing attack.
First,
Yes.
concentration check.
Come on.
He's going to drop concentration. The gate vanishes.
Well, I don't know that. Fuck this guy. That's a 20 to hit.
That hits.
Pushing attack. Well, that is 19 points of damage, strength 18.
Strength 18. No, that's a fail. 15 feet more this way?
Yeah, down towards the ground. I'm
Okay,
grounding.
so yeah, he gets down around, see about
And let's
angled there. You land on the platform.
Let's finish it out.
Yep.
That's a 30 to hit.
That hits.
Trip attack. Strength also.
Strength. He's going to use a second legendary resistance to
Okay.
resist that.
24 points of damage.
Already.
Hasted action.
Yeah.
30. 8 points of damage.
How much?
8 points of damage.
Already.
Ludinus.
Now it's Ludinus's go.
Oh boy, oh boy.
The good news is I have 11 hit points.
Ludinus taking the hits, like kind of flying, barely manages to hold on in the air, looks back at you as you land, and just goes, I merely wish to talk. And it's going to go ahead and fly 60 feet back into the tunnel, just past where you are, Chetney. Like just rushes past you and stands there with his arms crossed.
You crop dust him. So stupid.
As you're all funneling in, you're sitting there hiding, and Ludinus kind of looks at you and goes,
Aw.
Yeah.
He probably saw someone else.
Well, now that we're all here and we know where we stand, I appreciate those of you who helped, and those who didn't, I understand. I don't hold it against you. You are indeed a resilient troop of misfits, aren't you? You've now impressed me a handful of times. I do not see you as my enemy. I never have. On the contrary, you have the potential to be instrumental in ushering in the new age. I would like to have a chance to show you something. An opportunity to understand each other. Speak your mind, and I can speak mine, but all I ask is a moment to show you. Follow at your own behest. And he turns and continues to walk down the hallway away from you.
I look at Laudna. And I follow Ludinus.
And I follow Imogen.
I'll follow Laudna.
Losers?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Just fucked up. Yeah, walking down that hall.
Teven just follows along, curious, enjoying the ride to its end since he was summoned as part of this pact. Essek, nervously in the back.
If we're not going too far in, I can get us out if need be. Just let me know. I'm ready.
Let's all stay close, nearby one another, in case we need to move fast.
Very well.
You step down this extended wide, echoing hallway until eventually it opens into this massive domed chamber. Within the dead center of this wide circular chamber lies two massive statues of robed mages holding lanterns, one of them fallen and broken, the other still holding against time, holding against the memory of the historical fall of Eor. You can see them both flanking a central, damaged, metallic dome construction with massive rivets and textured arcane technology around it. And it's next to that, Ludinus just stands, arms crossed, looking out at you with a soft smile. Welcome. Welcome to the occultist Thalamus. The High Mages of the Age of Arcanum were the greatest minds of Exandrian history. The call to innovation created great societies of ingenuity, ambition, and endless potential. Using the gifts of the gods bestowed upon them, they began to unravel the great secrets of the universe. Prideful, perhaps, but beautiful. And they feared it. Once the child becomes the parent, often those in power can grow resentful. And they did. And when war came crawling around, a war of omnipotent children bickering, these brilliant minds had to adapt. Focus to implements of war beyond just implements of progress. When the divine threatens your families, your children, the very future of life as you know it, they reveal themselves as the enemy. I saw it. I was there in the final days of the calamity. I watched mountains brought to dust, whole countries set aflame, the tantrums of the gods wantonly murdering and massacring the majority of all civilization on Exandria. When the dust had settled and their rivalry paused, the few of us that survived wallowed in the dust and ash and spent centuries trying to rebuild from what scraps we could find, while they vanished beyond their gate to protect us, or perhaps to hide from us once they saw what was capable. I survived, watched as a child, acknowledged what they wrought, as they fled to their mystical hideaways. This world has been manipulated, duped in its opinion, its understanding of divinity. For those that write the history books are those in power, and there is no power higher than them. There's a reason they fear me. Some of it's Predathos, yes. But I found something equally important here. Sometimes the most important weapon is information. And these magocracies in many places had ways of recording things. Knowledge, history. Some lost to time, but Eor created the thalamus. A device that recorded the spiritual memory of all in the city, including those that brought it low. I've spent a day or so studying this, and I found something. Something I think you want to see. He reaches over to the cracked central dome and places his hands near it, and as it does, it begins to open up. Mist billows out, and you watch as this light green orb emerges and endlessly fractal network of threads of arcane power layered upon themselves over and over again, and it drifts beyond. Within here lies the memories of Eeyore. Fractured, but enough. And what I will show you, I will show the rest of Exandria. As he changes the hold on the sides with his hands, the orb begins to spin rapidly, whirs loudly. It begins to brighten. This light begins to burst and pulse. All of you feel instinctively like you have to recoil as entirely the very space around you is filled with light. Your spirit is filled with light. Your mind is filled with light. All there is light.
Light. In a space beyond the real, there was, made of light, a palace, which is to say, a garden, or a fountain, or a mirror, or a heart, or more than any of these, an idea. A swirling nebula of glimmering potential, cresting eternally upon the threshold of being. But if it aids you, Exandrian, to imagine what the mortal eye can never see, envision then, as I have said, a palace. Its floors, the dancing stars in unmapped orbit, its ramparts light and ice and fire, its hallways memory and time. Our story begins at the ending of the infinite, at the doom that pierced eternity, fractured images of a lost world and of the ones who lost it. Remember now a place which was not less, but rather more than real. Remember tragedy, betrayal, calamity, downfall. In the recording of this memory may the answers to many questions lie, but one question yet, and shall forevermore remain. Is it Thursday yet?
That's it. Thank you all so very much for joining us here live at the Greek.